Alright, so the next video we're going to create the Pocket account. And Pocket is like a bookmarking or a read later, save for later type application. It's really quite cool. I use it actually all the time for saving articles and content that I want to read at a later date. It's really simple. I like the tagging features. But for video syndication or for syndication purposes and SEO purposes, it can be used as well because it gives a public profile page now. It didn't used to, but there's a manual aspect to being able to use the public profile page, and the whole reason of the IFTTT SEO networks is to make it automated. The public profile page, and I'm going to walk through this and show you guys how to do it, isn't really useful unless you're logging in the Pocket and in sharing the items that are saved to your Pocket account, or to as like read later items to your public profile. So that requires kind of a manual aspect to it, so I don't recommend that. But it does have an output with an RSS feed, which is kind of useful. And the RSS feed is really only useful because you can use the RSS feed to submit as a unique feed to aggregators and RSS directories and data in RSS aggregators, and it's something that we'll talk about in later videos. There's some advanced RSS training later on that we'll get into that some more. But Pocket in itself also has some SEO value just because the site itself is an authority type site. So a lot of people use it. So there's inherent authority already built within the site. So you can siphon a little bit of that off just by having items in the Pocket account. Okay. So we're going to walk through that. We're going to go set up an account. That's getpocket.com. And again, we talked about signing up with Google when possible because it kind of connects the account. And if you remember correctly, in the Social Data Hub partners, Pocket is one of them. If we go take a look at that article again, you'll see that Pocket is one of the Social Data Hub partner sites. So because of that, we want to go ahead and click sign up with Google. We're going to give it authorization. Okay, now we're going to enter a password. All right, we can close out of here. No, I don't want to put that in there. You can put the applet in if you wanted. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just go grab an article from or a link from one of our blog sites that we posted to. Let's go ahead and use the Blogger blog this time. Just click on the link for the title. So this will give us the specific URL. We're going to copy this, and this is just so we can add a piece of content to it, guys. We're going to need that anyways. So if we want to add a link, you just come up here to this little plus button here and add the link. Click paste, click save, and here it is. Now I'm going to show you in a minute why what we want to do is share it, but let's go change or update some of the settings. So over here you'll see your profile icon if you signed in with your Google account, and you're going to click the drop down and you're going to go to options. And from options, there's a few things. There's the list over here. There's also the list over here. The first thing that I want to do is go to privacy, or we can take a look at all the different tabs just so you can see what there is. Doesn't look like I want to change anything here. Email accounts, this is just going to show your Gmail account if you've connected with your Google account. If you want to add your Outlook email or whatever, you certainly can. Notifications, this will send you email based on these notification settings. I don't really care about having my Gmail account spammed with notifications from these sites, which you're going to see a lot of. Of course, if you forget to do this part, that's fine, because you'll be able to unsubscribe from these notifications in Gmail. So like if you log back in at a later date and you see a whole bunch of emails from one of these services because you forgot to turn off notification settings, you can unsubscribe then, and by clicking a link in the email. All right, so either way, I'm just going to click that so we can keep moving. If we go to connected services and apps, you're going to see Google is connected here. Now we're going to connect IFTTT as well, so you'll see that once we get that connected. If we go to Pocket for Web, this is just going to show, you know, what type of settings you have here. If you wanted them, if you wanted to change them, like different languages and things like that, for some of you that are maybe in different, you know, foreign languages as your native language. And then right here, this is the one that is the most important, and that's privacy. So what you'll see is that you'll have your privacy, your RSS feeds here, and this one says your RSS feed by default. Your RSS feed is private and password protected. So there's this link here that says turn off RSS feed password protection. I want to click that, and now my RSS feed is public, and that's important. And so really what we're going to be looking for is the all items feed here. So we're going to right click this and save or copy link location, and then we're going to go back over to our spreadsheet, and right here we'll paste that in over here. So paste special, okay, and or you know, paste values only, whatever, and you'll see that this is my RSS feed now for Pocket, and that's important. We can also update our data while we're over here, and we don't have a profile URL yet. So like if we actually go take a look at, let's go back over to Pocket here. We're done in here. There's nothing else that we can do in here. So if we come back over to Pocket and we go look at where it says View Profile, we can right click, open link in new tab, and you'll see and don't right click and open link in new tab. You just got to click down and then click on View Profile and open up a new tab anyways. You'll see that this is showing Vernon Dunn, right? But it doesn't have any any data in here, right? There's no articles or items within this page. And so if I were to copy this URL right now and go into a Google Incognito window, you'll see that there's nothing there, right? It's just the profile page. So what we want to do is we want to basically take a piece of content that we added, a link that we added, and you'll see a button right here that says share. And we want to click on that, and we want to share to recommended. Okay, and when we click on that, we can add a note if we want to, or we can just click share. And now that it's sent, if we go back over into our incognito window and we refresh, it should show the piece of content there. Let me go back and check it again, just make sure. Okay, there it is there. So let's go back to the incognito window and check again. There it is. It just took a minute to update. And so now here's the article, or the link that we were sharing inside of Pocket. So that's our how we get the profile URL and make sure that it works is just by sharing a piece of content. Now just remember, the only way to do that, to get that to show up, is to actually share it once it's been added to your Pocket. So I've tried to find some ways to add, you know, when you add something to Pocket via the recipes that we're going to set up in later videos, for it to automatically share to the public profile URL. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to figure out a way just yet to do it. I may, and if so, I'll add it to the update section of the training. But it's still kind of powerful because we're getting a link from inside of Pocket, number one, and number two, we have the output RSS feed that we can use for later on for some advanced RSS syndication stuff. So the last thing that we want to do is come back over to settings and go to options, and we want to update our username. So it says change username, and so this is what we have. We want to make this a custom username. It's going to make it better. So you know, this is like what they assign you by default. So in this case, like, you know, I can call it Vernon Dunn or Vernon E. Dunn, or I can use what I've used for some of the other ones, which was Get It Done, right? And we'll see if that's available. It looks like it is. So we'll jump back over to the spreadsheet. We'll grab the username, or excuse me, the password. We'll paste that in, click Save Changes. Now it says that it's been updated. So if we come back over and we refresh this now, we should be able to have, just at the @ symbol here, Get It Done. And there we have it. That's going to be our actual profile URL now. Okay, so we can add this to here. Now again, this doesn't have a lot of SEO value. It does, but you have to, it's not automated, because in order for anything to show up on this page, you have to go in and actually share the content manually. So once if I'm able to figure out a way to get it to share automatically to the profile page, I'll certainly update, add an additional video for that. But for right now, the main point is we're still getting some SEO benefit. We're siphoning some authority from this site just by having items get inserted into here. And then from there, we have the output RSS feed. So we talked about where you grab the RSS feed already, and here's the RSS feed URL. If we go take a look at this in Firefox, we'll see a native feed reader. Oh, that's because I didn't update the username. So update the username, by the way, and that's going to be this little section right in the middle, and that's going to be get it done. Okay, there we go. So that's the link that we shared. And you see that this is its own RSS feed URL. So let me actually go update the spreadsheet. And the link itself goes direct to the content. So if I click on this, this is going to go straight to the Blogger blog. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like it runs through Pocket first, but so you still have to be careful like what you do with this feed, because if you like build links to this feed URL, for example, you're going to be building links directly to your content source. And so if you're using this for blog syndication, your main website syndication, you want to be careful and not like spam this URL, okay? But it gives you a unique feed URL. This is a unique feed URL that you can use to submit to RSS aggregators and directories and ping services and stuff like that. That's what's cool about it, is it gives us its own feed URL. That's pretty much it for Pocket. The last thing we want to do is just go over to SERPspace real quick and add this in. So we're going to click Add Domain. And we're going to put the Pocket URL in. I'm not sure, I haven't tested this one to see if this actually will work. We'll try it. And then we'll put the RSS feed URL in as well.